Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The sports world woke up to a seismic shock that no one saw coming. In a move that has already sent shockwaves across social media, NFL insiders, and fan forums, the Las Vegas Raiders have reportedly finalized a deal to acquire none other than Josh Allen, the star quarterback from the Buffalo Bills. For months, speculation had been swirling around possible trades and off-season shakeups, but few could have imagined such a headline-grabbing transaction materializing. Imagine the sheer weight of this move. Allen, known for his cannon-like arm, mobility, and the uncanny ability to read defenses with almost supernatural precision, now rumored to be heading to Sin City. The reactions have been polarizing. Bills fans are in a frenzy, oscillating between disbelief and outrage, while Raiders supporters are embracing what could be the most electrifying era in franchise history. Analysts are scrambling to recalculate the NFC and AFC playoff projections, acknowledging that Allen's presence alone could rewrite the Raiders' offensive blueprint. The trade rumor, while not officially confirmed by league authorities at the time of writing, has already sparked debates that stretch from local sports bars to national television panels. It's a story that feels too big to ignore, a narrative that promises drama, heartbreak, and exhilaration in equal measure, as the NFL landscape braces for a potential reshaping of power and prestige. If confirmed, the implications of Josh Allen joining the Raiders would ripple far beyond Las Vegas. Consider the logistical and cultural adjustments, the integration of Allen into a new offensive system, and the psychological impact on a team that has been searching for a franchise quarterback capable of leading them deep into the playoffs. Raiders coaches, front office executives, and star players would need to adapt at breakneck speed to harness Allen's unique talents, which combine elite arm strength, game intelligence, and improvisational skills that redefine quarterback play in today's NFL. Critics and commentators are already speculating about how this move could influence draft strategies, free agency targets, and even future coaching hires as teams scramble to respond to this potential seismic shift. Meanwhile, the optics of the trade raise compelling questions about loyalty, team identity, and the evolving nature of professional sports, where star athletes can become instant catalysts for both hope and controversy. Fans on social media have begun dissecting every potential scenario, imagining Allen's throws connecting with wide receivers in dazzling displays, envisioning improbable comebacks, and speculating on the cultural chemistry that could emerge within the Raiders' locker room. The story is not just about a player changing teams. It's about the narrative of power, ambition, and transformation, unfolding in real time before millions of viewers, listeners, and readers. Every tweet, every headline, every analyst's hot take adds layers to the unfolding drama, cementing the story as a must-watch saga in contemporary sports journalism. Beyond the immediate tactical ramifications, the financial dimensions of acquiring a quarterback like Josh Allen are staggering and complex. Raiders executives would have to navigate salary cap implications, renegotiate contracts, and structure incentives in ways that preserve flexibility while rewarding performance. At the same time, the merchandise, ticket sales, and brand visibility implications are potentially monumental. Allen's arrival could redefine the Raiders' marketability, transforming them into a national sensation with eyes glued from coast to coast. Sports economists are already speculating about projected revenue spikes, analyzing the downstream effects of a superstar quarterback joining a team in a major entertainment city like Las Vegas. The broader narrative also touches on league dynamics, competitive balance, and a media frenzy that inevitably accompanies such a high-profile transaction. Whether in bars, offices, or online communities, fans are debating not only the trade itself, but also its ethical and emotional ramifications. Some argue that loyalty in professional sports is increasingly transactional, while others celebrate the opportunity for teams to rebuild around elite talent. Josh Allen, whether officially signed or still in speculative limbo, has already become the centerpiece of one of the most talked-about stories in modern NFL history, a narrative teeming with potential, promise, and pitfalls alike. Analysts are particularly intrigued by how Allen's skill set could transform the Raiders' offensive identity. Known for his aggressive downfield passing, improvisational scrambling, and ability to dominate both air and ground metrics, Allen brings a multidimensional threat that could reshape the team's play-calling strategies. Coaches must contemplate new schemes, receiver alignments, and offensive line configurations to maximize Allen's unique talents while mitigating injury risks and defensive counters. Fantasy football players are also buzzing, projecting Allen's potential stat lines, touchdown outputs, and yardage surges, with speculation about breakout seasons and record-shattering performances. Meanwhile, defensive coordinators across the league are already recalibrating their plans, aware that stopping Allen requires both meticulous preparation and adaptive strategies in real time. Beyond pure performance metrics, there's a psychological component to this acquisition. The presence of a high-caliber quarterback like Allen instills confidence, elevates morale, and could dramatically influence locker room culture, often yielding intangible benefits that manifest in critical games. It's a story that blends the technical, tactical, and human elements of professional football into a single, electrifying narrative that captures the imagination of fans, analysts, and casual observers alike. Rumors of this potential trade have ignited not just conversation, but full-blown speculation about the future of the Buffalo Bills. Losing a franchise quarterback like Allen would trigger seismic adjustments, forcing Buffalo to reconsider draft priorities, explore free agent options, and reshape offensive strategies around a new leader. Bills fans are expressing a mixture of outrage, sadness, and incredulity online, grappling with the possibility that a team cornerstone is leaving for a new home, a scenario that challenges long-held loyalties and emotional investments. Meanwhile, the Raiders stand poised to redefine their place in NFL hierarchies, potentially transforming from a mid-tier competitor into a perennial playoff threat. Media outlets are seizing every angle, dissecting interviews, leaks, and insider sources, attempting to piece together the full story in the absence of official confirmation. The narrative extends beyond sports, intersecting with culture, entertainment, and even economics, as the ripple effects of Allen's potential move could influence sponsorships, partnerships, and the broader public perception of both franchises. It's a rumor that feels like it could shape the course of NFL history, with each passing hour adding layers of intrigue, urgency, and speculation that fans simply cannot ignore. As the story continues to develop, one cannot underestimate the sheer human element in all of this. Players, coaches, family members, and fans are all enmeshed in a web of emotion, loyalty, and anticipation. The psychological pressures of transitioning a high-profile quarterback to a new city, new teammates, and a new system are enormous, demanding resilience, focus, and adaptability. Media scrutiny intensifies the stakes, with every statement, gesture, and rumor amplified across platforms, contributing to an atmosphere of suspense and drama. At the same time, the Raiders have the opportunity to leverage this moment, crafting a narrative of ambition, reinvention, and audacity that could energize their fan base in unprecedented ways. Whether this trade rumor materializes or ultimately falters, it has already succeeded in creating a spectacle, a story that captures the imagination of anyone with a passing interest in football, sports culture, or high-stakes drama. In short, it's the kind of rumor, the kind of potential blockbuster, that makes the NFL endlessly captivating, blending strategy, emotion, and spectacle into a narrative that is impossible to look away from. The excitement surrounding Josh Allen's rumored move to the Raiders is not limited to tactical considerations or fan reactions. It extends into the broader narrative of NFL rivalries, media coverage, and pop culture influence. Imagine the media storm as analysts, commentators, and influencers dissect every potential play, every hypothetical touchdown, and every strategic adjustment that Allen could bring to Las Vegas. The ripple effects are enormous. Opposing teams are suddenly forced to rethink defensive approaches, while fantasy football leagues anticipate unprecedented statistical outputs that could redefine player rankings. Social media platforms are erupting with memes, speculation, and debates as fans passionately argue the implications of losing or gaining a superstar quarterback. Even local economies could feel the impact, with increased ticket sales, merchandise demand, and heightened tourism as fans clamor to witness a new era in Raiders football. The cultural significance is equally striking. Allen's move, if confirmed, would not just alter football dynamics. It would become a story about ambition, risk-taking, and the pursuit of greatness in the modern NFL landscape. Every leak, every insider tip, and every whisper from the league office contributes to a sense of anticipation that feels almost cinematic, a real-time saga unfolding with suspense, drama, and spectacle that transcends the sport itself, capturing the imagination of millions who live and breathe football across the country. Speculation is also rife about how Josh Allen's rumored arrival could transform the Raiders' locker room atmosphere. Veteran players may find themselves adjusting to a new hierarchy, where leadership dynamics shift to accommodate a high-profile quarterback whose presence commands attention and respect. Young players might see Allen as a mentor, an opportunity to learn from one of the league's most gifted quarterbacks, while simultaneously facing the pressure of elevated expectations and intensified scrutiny. Coaches will be challenged to blend Allen's skills with existing talent, designing offensive schemes that maximize his ability to read defenses, improvise under pressure, and create explosive plays that can shift the momentum of entire games. Meanwhile, analysts are already projecting how defensive coordinators across the league might react, considering novel blitz packages, coverage schemes, and containment strategies aimed at neutralizing a player who can alter the game with both arm strength and athleticism. Fans are drawn into every rumor and hypothetical scenario, imagining Allen connecting with receivers on improbable plays, scrambling for first downs, and delivering game-winning drives. In essence, the story extends beyond the field, encompassing leadership, psychology, strategy, and performance under pressure, making it one of the most compelling and multidimensional narratives in contemporary NFL discourse. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Beyond the technical and cultural ramifications, there is an undeniable economic dimension to this rumored trade. Josh Allen's potential move to Las Vegas could spark a significant surge in merchandise sales, ticket demand, and overall brand visibility of the Raiders franchise. Analysts are projecting multi-million-dollar impacts from increased fan engagement, media rights valuations, and sponsorship deals, as corporations seek to associate with a team suddenly catapulted into the national spotlight. Consider the timing, too. A high-profile acquisition during an off-season already buzzing with speculation can amplify media coverage, social engagement, and commercial opportunities exponentially. The local economy may also benefit, as tourism spikes and game day experiences attract fans from across the country eager to witness Allen in action. Meanwhile, the ripple effects extend to the Buffalo Bills, who would need to navigate not only the on-field gap left by Allen, but also the economic, branding, and fan loyalty consequences of losing a franchise cornerstone. In short, this trade, real or rumored, encapsulates the intersection of sports, commerce, and spectacle, highlighting how a single player's movement can influence not only team dynamics, but broader economic and cultural landscapes, turning football into an arena where strategy, finance, and fandom collide in spectacular fashion. Rumors swirling about Allen's potential integration into the Raiders' offensive schemes are equally electrifying. Experts are already predicting a more vertical passing game, designed to exploit Allen's unique combination of mobility, arm strength, and field vision. Coaches would need to recalibrate running back utilization, receiver routes, and even the offensive line's protection schemes to accommodate his improvisational tendencies. The potential for breakout performances is staggering, with analysts speculating that Allen could lead the league in multiple statistical categories if he adapts quickly to his new environment. At the same time, fans are drawn into the narrative, debating matchups, imagining highlight reel plays, and dissecting every reported practice snippet for clues about how the Raiders might evolve. This rumor also raises broader questions about NFL strategy, player development, and team construction, emphasizing the interplay between individual talent and organizational vision. Whether discussing Allen's mechanics, leadership style, or impact on the fan base, the conversation becomes a multifaceted exploration of modern football, blending analysis, speculation, and emotion into a narrative that feels as thrilling as the games themselves, keeping audiences on the edge of their seats in anticipation of what might come next. Media coverage of this rumored trade has reached a fever pitch, with 24/7 news cycles, podcasts, and social media feeds exploding with opinions, analysis, and speculation. Every statement, every hint from insiders, and every unconfirmed report becomes fodder for debate, fueling a whirlwind of information that is both exhilarating and overwhelming for fans. Television panels dissect potential playbooks, Twitter users create viral content imagining Allen's debut, and YouTube channels churn out reaction videos that blend humor, hype, and in-depth analysis. The narrative has transcended mere sports reporting, evolving into a spectacle that commands attention from casual viewers and hardcore fans alike. The rumor alone has created a sense of immediacy and urgency, drawing audiences into a real-time, unfolding story where every rumor could alter perceptions, strategies, and expectations. The coverage emphasizes the dramatic stakes of acquiring a player of Allen's caliber, illustrating how a single potential transaction can dominate conversations, influence betting markets, and shape the cultural zeitgeist. Fans are captivated, analysts are energized, and the NFL landscape, whether or not the deal is finalized, is already feeling the reverberations of this blockbuster narrative that combines drama, strategy, and spectacle in an irresistible package. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.